What's going on? How are you doing today? How are you doing tonight? Hope that you are well. Uh-oh. Hope you had a great day. Eating yogurt. Well, what's up, Destiny? How you doing, Destiny? Did you miss me? I'm tired, man. It's been a rough day. Feels like a Monday, but it's a Monday, Tuesday, all in one. Did you miss me? Hmm. It's not that late. It's 5:13. I feel like I'm early. I didn't get on after work today. That I didn't do because I was just needing to pause. I was just listening to this. Oh, it's nice to know that I was missed. Anyway, sometimes you got to take that time to pause. I was listening to this motivational speech while I was taking my shower, and it was reminding me that we have to learn when to pause, especially in the midst of situations that we need to just take time to breathe. So after a long Tuesday with my wonderful little people, I realized I had to take time to breathe. And I didn't want to get on here with that kind of energy, if you know what I mean. It's all cloudy here. Well, y'all need to send some of that rain down here to cool us down and to get rid of this dust, these dusty roads. My car looks like I didn't even wash it. That's why I hardly wash my car. But then I'm reminded that when you let that stuff build up on your paint job, it's bad for your paint job. But anyway, Thumbelina, what's up, Thumbelina? How are you? How come you speak to JG first? Now I'm feeling jealous. Anyway, it's good to see you, Thumbelina. I hope you had a good day. Wait a minute, I always get it mixed up. You're waking up now. And you're on your tea break already. Wait a minute, it's 5:15. So is it 5:15 in the morning? You're 12 hours ahead in the morning. How dare you say that's good? Yeah, you are special. Yeah, but you're back at work. But isn't it like 5:15 in the morning? 5:15 Wednesday morning? And you're on your tea break already? What time did you go to work? What's up, cornbread? Now, cornbread, you've been missing for a long time. You came back and told me about your girlfriend and then you disappeared. Cornbread. No, seriously. Are you on your tea break already or are you just having breakfast at work? Because didn't you like just recently get to work? I'm thinking. And you're already on a tea break. It seems like you do a lot of tea breaks, young lady. You still busy with your family? Okay, cornbread, cornbread. Oh, family matters most. They should. So, what time did you start work, Thumbelina? Because I know if I went to work at 5:30 in the morning, I wouldn't be on a tea break already, unless you went to work like at 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Oh, that's a good way to put it. You're mucking around. Okay. It must be quiet like the other day when you were doing that video and no one was in the gym but you, but looked like anyway. 6 to 8 p.m. That's a long day. I know, right? Her and her Australianness. The first word that came to my mind was definitely not mucking. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this clean. We're gonna keep it clean. You don't do tea break. I just do. You do who? I just. What are you saying, cornbread? You participate? Participate. Oh, I've never heard Mucky. I heard her say it. I've heard Thumbelina say it before. Somewhere along the way, I've heard her say it before. Yeah, you definitely have a way of making me laugh. That's definitely not how. But there's a word that we use too when people are playing around at work. What do we say? Some people say loafing, loafing. I've heard many words. I guess it depends on where you're from. Riding the clock is one that some people say around me. Oh, you're gonna return to action. Oh, don't say that, cornbread. We all spell words wrong at one time or another. What's up, Millie Maple? No one's beating you up over here. I promise you, cornbread. Nobody's gonna beat you up over here. We all spell words wrong at one time or another. I'm actually feeling sleepy because I woke up so early because I didn't want to be late this morning. And guess what happened? I was stuck like one, two, three, four times in order to get my blood this morning. And I told the lady, I already know how my veins are. I already know the history. And I told her what she needed to do. And then she's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks like I do need to use a butterfly. I'm like, I told you that. There's no way I'm going to sit here and let you stick me with that big needle when I know that's going to hurt like heck and it's not going to work. I had to go do blood work this morning. That's why I was up super early and I left the house super early. You dropped out year 11. Okay. You didn't finish school. I dropped out in 8th grade. Okay, cornbread. They didn't have programs that allowed young girls to stay in school in your country. Like here, they have programs where when girls get pregnant, they can actually like even bring their babies to school and stuff like that. Really, Jay? Yeah, I know. JG has a way of saying stuff sometimes, and I'm like, really, Jay? Like, really? That's not funny. Oh, you have that in Australia also, okay. But I guess in your case, you just decided to drop school. I wanted to do something better with my life and become a gamer. Oh, I see, cornbread. Exactly. JB mucking around. You got the Ebonics down pack. She's on the Ebonics today. He definitely be mucking around. Leave it up to him. You would almost believe him. You don't know when to believe him. You don't. You love me. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you don't know when Jay is telling the truth or when he's playing. That's why I always like really. But it's all good. Everyone should be appreciated for who they are and where they are. Everyone should be appreciated for who they are and where they've been and yada yada. Right, right. That's what it's all about. A happy hour. That's why I always say it's a happy hour. Let me see if I can last to the end of this happy hour. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the evening service today because I am sleepy like that. I was getting so sleepy at work. No. Well, it's never too late. It's never too late, cornbread. We all have to start over with many things in life. I'm always starting over with something. Oh, okay. Uh huh. I see, Miss Thumbelina. When I get me a job, I'll save my 4 cents to go back to school. You shouldn't have to have money to go back to school, do you? They usually have like what you call those like night programs, adult ed programs. Usually most schools have like a adult ed program. Yeah, make some money. You're just filing your nails and trying to figure out what in the world is going on over here on the channel this evening. I had to file my nails when I got to work today because they were very sharp. She said she was filing her nails, Thumbelina. She didn't say she was painting them. Well, she said I'm just. Well, yeah, I know what she meant. Okay, I'm not gonna say that about that. Why you tell? Why you telling Thumbelina to take care? Did she say she was leaving? Did she say she was leaving? You trying to put her out? Oh, I better go to work, y'all. Yes, she did. Oops. How you gonna go to work and there's nobody there, or did they just show up? You have to have money, cornbread. Okay. I don't know. I've never had to go back to like night school or anything like that. Quit saying you can't read. Bye, Thumbelina. Be safe out there. Don't lift any weights that's beyond what you're supposed to be lifting. You start at 6, okay? Well, you started at 6. Just mupping on. Yeah, I thought you like red because every time I see your video, your nails are red. Or at least it looks like red. But anyways, if I want to be a legend, I have to learn to be a legend because my huge goal is becoming a legend to everyone around. Okay, legend. Your nails are orange. Well, your video makes them look like they're red. Okay. I like orange too. You start at 6 a.m., but it's 6:24. So that means you've been mucking around for 24 minutes and had the nerve to say it was tea time. When I become a legend, I'm bringing you and all my supporters and friends and family up with me. All right, bring me up, cornbread. Bring me up. That's right. We hear you, cornbread. Bring me up, cornbread. Bring me up. Thumbelina, you change your profile picture. Oh, you mean it's usually red, but now you change it to orange, okay? Because I know that I'm not colorblind, not yet, I don't think. And if I fall asleep, don't judge me. Just go ahead and log off. Oh, you painted them different oranges yesterday. I stick with the neutrals. I actually need to get me some other colored gel polish. I had just bought a 6 pack because I wasn't really sure how it would go. But I want to get some like darker colors. All of my colors are like pastel. This one is like a shimmery orangey, light orangey. Bye. Get to work, young lady. I need to just go and find me a sexy trainer to help me with working out. I will not log off. I'm going to watch you sleep. And that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I can't fall asleep on here. But I'm sleepy though. I'm trying to stay up so I can watch the program as usual. Cause yep, I need to stay up. Okay, bye, Thumbelina. Is sexy a bad word? No, sexy is not a bad word. You're so funny. I guess it all depends on how you're using it. If it's being like derogatory or something not nice, whatever. But is sexy a bad word? I feel like eating candy, but I don't have any candy. Zip nada. Other than sugar-free gum. That doesn't count. But anyway, so you did end up going to work. Did it rain all day, Jay? So y'all had to work in the rain literally all day? Or was it the fact that y'all just were inside? Or did y'all really have to like go outside in the rain and do something? I would hope not. But like I said, you got to do what you got to do, right? It is dry and hot here. It keeps getting cloudy, but then there's nothing happening. Oh wow! I remember those days at school when we had to be in and it was just pouring rain outside. No PE, and we'd be in the classroom playing some other game that was not really a PE type game. Weird little classroom games. Good old memories from elementary school. So how are you guys doing? Thank you for the likes. I think somebody came through liking while we were clowning around. The newbies in the house. I'm Vita, by the way. The name that you see on the channel, that would be me, aka Songbird. And it's like feeling like it's 103 degrees here. It's burning up, literally. I need to make me a icy and get a freeze brain. I don't want to. I want to uncover my fro, but I don't want to rub my fro on my pillow. I need to put my other pillowcase on my bed so that I can rub my fro around on my silky pillowcase. Because it's too hot to have this cap on my head. Somebody gave me this bracelet a while back, and then I found it yesterday. It says "Trust in the Lord." I had it on one day, and I sat it on my bed head, and then it fell down in this little place here. And then I found it when I was making my bed up this morning. So I was like, you know what? I need to be reminded to trust in the Lord today. So I wore it today, even though I was wearing purple today. I wore it because this is blue. If you can't tell, yeah, it's blue. Those glass beads, whatever you call them. It's actually pretty cool. They feel cold, like it's not a bad quality little bracelet. Someone ordered them from somewhere and then they shared it and gave me that one. But anyway, trusting in the Lord. I'm sweating. Whew. Yeah, the air's on, but it's like my mom is cooking. I'll be glad when she stops cooking because she's making the thermostat read like it's hot, but it's really not hot. It's just because she's cooking, making the AC do all kind of weird stuff. But anyway, I feel like going to the store to get candy, but I will not do that. I will not be tempted to do that. No. Reacting on impulse, reacting based on something that's not good. Didn't leave you washing dishes, busting suds. I recycle my dishes real quick. I wash the ones that I had for lunch and breakfast, and I put my breakfast and lunch right back in them. You're not about to get me to make no double dishes. I washed them and immediately filled them back up. Ain't nobody got time for making dishes. I said, let me get out of the kitchen. My legs have been hurting. Like, I could feel that the rain is coming. My feet hurting. So, yeah, it's time to let the body lay down. I need to take some pain pills, but I don't want to do that either. So I just lay down and try to take a deep breath and let the body just go. Thankful to be off my feet. Thankful for a 4-day week. Hmm. So how are you doing? Go away. Go away. Go away. I'm trying to put the phone to where I can actually see it without straining my eyes. My eyes, I'm like nearsighted and farsighted, so it's like a rock and a hard place. It's amazing how we have these weird elbows, and I don't want to say what that looks like. Elbows are something. Our bodies are an interesting create. creation. So how are you doing? Thank you for the like. Somebody's coming in and liking, but you're not talking to me. I would rather you talk to me. Likes are great, but I would rather you talk to me. My name is Vita. Yeah. And I want to meet you. I like meeting people from all around the world. That's one reason why I started going live. Cara Lee. Cara Lee Wilkins. Oh, hello to you, Cara Lee Wilkins. There's this other person that comes on my channel named Wilkins, a truck driver. Is that your husband? That would be interesting. That name is not very common. Oh. In this great, big, big world, what chances would that be? But there is a person that comes on my channel that last name, I don't remember the first name, but they're a truck driver. From what they tell me, they're a truck driver. But people could tell you anything on YouTube. Some people tell the truth and some people don't. But anyway, that's the story that they've told me. I tend to remember when people come to my channel often enough, I remember who they are based on what they've told me. So, nice to meet you, Carolee. Am I saying your name right? Carolee. Or is it Carolee? Or Carolee? Carolee. I'm good. I haven't been home from work that long. Had a shower, had a little something to eat, took my evening drugs, and made my lunch for tomorrow. That's about the size of it. I'm waiting for my evening worship program that starts at 7. We're having Carly. Okay, Carly. Carly. At 7 p.m. we are starting our prayer and fasting program that lasts an hour. I'm trying to stay up. I need all the prayer I can get, Carly. Hmm. But I'm tired because I had to get up like super early this morning to go to do my blood work before I went to work, and I have to be to work by 7:30. So my appointment's at 7:10. So I was like really pressing time. And then they poked me like 4 times. So now I got fresh holes in my arm. After I told the lady that my brain my not my brains but my veins have been I can't remember the right correct term, but my veins are hardened because of misuse and overuse through all my medical care. And I told her that you can't get blood out of here. I told her like, you can't. You gotta really know what you're doing to get it out. Some people can and some people can't. Yes, it depends on the experience, but anyway, that's how my day started out. But it was still a good day. I did get there on time. That was one thing I had to make sure I got my little butt there on time. Most people that follow me on my channel, they know that I'm often like running late. I don't even remember what her name was. She was cool though. She was like, "Oh no, I gotta call my supervisor if I can't get your blood to come out." And I was like, "No, you don't need to do that. You just need to do what I told you to do." In my mind, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, I said you need to because they always have to this vein right here. They always this one. They have to get my vein in my thing. She said that's gonna hurt really bad. I said, "Yeah, I know, but go ahead." Because there's something about this vein, and if they stick you too hard, it literally feels like someone has jabbed you with a knife. I don't know if you've had that experience, but it's not a pleasant one. When I was in the hospital, this lady poked me, and when I tell you I wanted to just punch her in her face, that's how bad it was. She poked me so hard, like it's like she jabbed me with the needle, and it literally felt like a lightning bolt or something went straight to my heart. Because these veins, I guess they have, I don't know what type of connection they have. And then she like ripped my vein because even now you could see where like you can see where blood is, then you can see where it gets flat, and then you can see where the blood goes back because she like messed up my vein right there in the middle. Yeah, these phlebotomy schools, if you notice a lot of these little advertisements, like even on social media, they tell you that you can be a phlebotomist in less than 3 weeks and less than 4 weeks and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, where? When? And then you put them out there in Quest and then LabCorp and all these other medical places, and they're jacking people's arms up. Like, give me a break. But anyway. Every now and then. The lady where I used to be, where I used to go to my other doctor's office, she was really good. She never did my arm like that. Never, ever, ever. But she's an old school. Like she's been doing it forever. I miss going to that doctor's office. But now it's kind of like really out of the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, didn't you just hear me saying I'm waiting to get on our? I guess when I said prayer and fasting, I guess I could have been praying and fasting too. Many things, but no, I'm praying and fasting with my church family because we believe in God. Yes, ma'am. Check out my videos and you'll know that I believe in God. Morning prayer starts at 5:30 a.m. if you're a morning person. Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. Yeah. I believe in God too, my dear. Yes, ma'am. All day long. No, I'm not perfect. Who is, right? I'm just a sinner saved by grace and a toothpaste. Just kidding. But God is amazing. God is amazing. If it had not been for God, I don't know where I would be. I honestly don't. But I believe I would be probably dead, honestly. And I mean that I believe I would be dead if God had not gotten a hold of me when He did. But God. But anyway, we have 40 days of prayer and fasting that we started, and then it ends like right before our church camp meeting. And yeah, church camp meeting means that we come together at the church campground for 7 days now. It used to be 10 days, but now they brought it down to 7 days. And you know what? I think originally, I think it was 2 weeks long years ago. And it's like through the years, they keep cutting it back, cutting it back, cutting it back, cutting it back. They try to do too much and they try to bring in all these top preachers and these top singing artists and spending all that unnecessary money. Then they want to say they don't have no money. That's nonsense. Because we have a lot of talented people right in our own church family. And I think last year, was it last year or this year? This year, I think they started using some more of the church family. So why go get people from the outside when you got so many artists right here in our church family that are really good? And this one dude, he was singing better than what's his face when he came. And then he was telling that guy like, "Oh, you better hush." I'm like, "No, don't tell him hush, cause that guy was singing the song better than you was." But anyway, that's church politics. I'm over it. I'm over it. Trust in the Lord. You can't hardly see it, but that's what it says. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Somebody say glory. Somebody say hallelujah. Somebody say thank you, Jesus. I think my mom stopped cooking now, starting to cool down now because she was had them flames cranked up. Because you have a gas stove, that's like a total different vibe than those little flat top things that they got nowadays. Those electric things. That fire blazing in the kitchen is fire, like fire. I think she turned the stove off now. After the Holy Ghost is come. I gotta go raid my mom's candy. I know she's got candy somewhere. She's always putting it somewhere in the background. So how are you doing? What's going on? Please tell me what country you're from because I really need to talk to someone in another country. I love Americans, but I like to meet people from around the world. I really like to meet people from around the world. It's like I haven't been meeting anyone ever since I saw Jerry the other day. No one from Greece. No one from Greece. No one from the UK in a while. I got another one. You think you know me? Here you go. You want some? This is what I've been eating for dinner. I told you I'm on a diet. That's strawberry. Yesterday I had I think I had raspberry. That's strawberry. And it's gonna stay right there till I feel like putting it in the trash. Nah. I'm gonna be hungry because that's like 140 calories. I don't want to drop my calories that far because I'll lose weight. Because when you know if you really want to lose weight, you gotta reduce your calories, especially if you just want to be lazy. That's the lazy way to do it. Like some people, that's like the starving diet, but I don't consider it starving because I think most of the time we eat too many calories at one time anyway. So it may be like 2 more hours I'll eat again. That's what the Octavia diet taught me because I was eating literally like 100. I was eating, let me see, 1,000 calories a day. If you eat 1,000 calories a day, you're gonna lose weight. There's no doubt about it. Some of us eat like probably more than 3,000 calories a day because everything we eat is high in calories, especially if you eat a lot of fried and fatty type things. Yeah, I did the Octavia diet. That's why I'm modifying it now on my own because I'm not buying their products. Because when you buy their products, you can do the same thing yourself. Like my classmate, actually my buddy, she was doing the Octavia diet as a coach, and then you eat. I think it's 1,000. It's either 900 or 1,000 calories a day. But you got to be careful with that though, because when you just suddenly drop your calories like that, it can make you sick. I had started feeling sick at first, but it was just the fact that my body was not used to like eating foods that are clean because like the foods that on the meal plan are like not like regular food. They're not like salty, they're not sweet, and then they're not like fatty and stuff like that. So your body kind of goes into shock if you haven't like really been eating on a healthy side. Like the first few days, I started to feel like, then after that, then I started feeling okay. But dropping your calories down that low definitely makes your body like go like, hey, where's my food at? He's like, where's my food at? The only thing about the Octavia diet is it's just to me it's a discipline that you learn because you do it within what is it? I can't think of what it is right now. I want to say was it 6 weeks? Yeah, 6 weeks. And then as soon as you wake up, you're supposed to eat, or you need to eat within an hour after you wake up. When you wait beyond an hour, your body is basically saying, I need fuel, I need food. And then that's how, like they say, you've probably heard where it says that your body starts to store your food as fat because if you're not feeding your body, like say you wake up and then you wait 4 hours before you eat, that's not good. It's not good at all. I guess it all depends on how much weight you want to lose because you could like put yourself on say a 200 calorie per meal. You believe it or not, it may sound like it's a little bit, but 200 calories, you can have a pretty healthy meal for 200 calories. You just have to pick the right choices. But I had dropped mine down to 100 because that's what it says on the meal plan. You do 100 calories, and then you do like one big meal, and that one big meal I think is 300 calories. I think it totals to 900. I think that's what it was. But anyway, one of the key things is to make sure that you eat within an hour after you wake up. If you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, then before 3 a.m. you're supposed to eat, and then you continue to eat every 2 to 3 hours until you've gotten up to 6 times, or whatever time that is. When you've gotten to your sixth meal, then you don't eat anymore for that day. But basically, it's saying that your body has gotten enough food to fuel it for that day, and you don't eat anymore until the next day that you wake up. That was a discipline. But I did it though, because I was determined to lose weight because I had gotten like really big and I was not liking it. I have some before and after pictures. Maybe I'll post them on my channel one day. Maybe. And a lot of people say, girl, you weren't big. What you trying to lose weight for? And I'm like, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I felt big. I felt too big. And you can see the difference in when I started and when I ended because I definitely had gotten bigger. Yeah. And then I was like measuring my inches and stuff. But I like lost a lot of fat that I had like on my tummy and stuff, and it didn't come back actually. That's one thing I'm glad of. And I had that fat on me ever since like I was a little girl. But that way of dieting it made it go away. Now it's trying to come back. I'm like, no, you can't come back. Like no. You was a body full of thickness. Yeah, too much thickness. That thickness had to go. It makes my feet hurt when you carry too much weight. And that's why I always like wonder, especially a person that you like knew when they were slim and then suddenly they weigh like 300, 400, or whatever pounds and then you kind of wonder like how in the world are their little excuse me, how are their little bones carrying that body? I mean, you really think about it when you really know somebody that was small and then suddenly they're like really big, it really makes you wonder how are they carrying all that weight? And you know that their bone structure is very small up under all of that. And so, like in my case, my feet hurt bad because I'm carrying more weight than my body is designed to carry. So that weight definitely changes things. Excuse me. Yep, don't want no thick body. Mm-mm. Not when it puts me in pain. That's a no. Gotta back it down. I'm not trying to lose a lot of weight, but I did need to use a few pounds. A few pounds. When you find the one that makes your heart smile, that's what I need. I need to find the one that makes my heart smile. When you find the one that makes your heart smile. My ears got this tickle in it. I'm starting to feel hungry. What up, Keith? You hang around for 30 seconds and you disappear. What up, Keith? This is your 30 seconds of fame. I'm good. Just resting and relaxing.
Girl, does the CEO of Target know he has 30 minutes?
Hey. I don't know where that comes from. We're independent nonprofit producing. Independent nonprofit producing reconciliation. Check that out. There are so many people that start all these different organizations, and you got to be careful. Sometimes some people jump on to some things, and you find out that you might not even believe what those people are saying that they believe. Gotta be careful. My eyes are starting to burn. I'm trying to stay up. If I go to bed too early, then the cycle begins again, and then I wake up super early in the morning. Then I can't go back to sleep, and then I get to work and I'm sleepy. So now I gotta try to reset that cycle. I need to wash my eye with some eye drops as well because they feel like they're struggling. Gator back towing and recovery. Everybody's always trying to tell you to follow their page. Well, I'm like, no, unless you accept roadside assistance. Unless you accept roadside assistance, then I don't need your towing service. And the way how roadside assistance is with your insurance, they pick the people and send them your way. I don't think you go pick your own person unless you tell them what company. Yep, I guess you're gone. Keith, how are you doing today, Keith? My eyes are burning me. How are you doing? Did you ever fix your bike? I guess you did. I should have went to the parade so I could have got some candy. Somewhat what? Somewhat what? Somewhat what? What? I'm looking at the parade. I'm not sure what I said. Oh, you talked about somewhat what? Somewhat what? Well, I did say Keith. I was talking to Keith. I was asking Keith something. But I know Keith has already left the building. Most likely he comes in for about a minute, then he disappears. The Memorial Day parade. I was looking at the pictures on the Memorial Day parade. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you finish fixing your bike? I know it's bad for me in so many ways because it makes me have pain in my joints. Definitely. A protein bar is like candy. The ones I buy, they're a protein bar. They taste like protein bars, but then they have dark chocolate on it. Some people say dark chocolate's supposed to be healthy. Some people say, oh, it's just still candy, but that's the only thing that I eat that has some type of sweetening on it. I was about to say, what school is that? Never heard of that school. You stay away from those Butterfingers. You can't eat all the Butterfingers by yourself. Like they say, sometimes the people that have lived longest, they've eaten exactly whatever they wanted and they've lived just as long. And then some of us who are watching our diet routines tend to have the most problems. Did you get your air fixed? No. Talk about my car? No, because I was trying to get that Walmart because it's supposed to be a little cheaper. I probably have to just take it to some other place in town. I don't know. There's a fatal crash. They just put an announcement up. Not here, but in that city where I was the other day. But definitely I need to get my air, you call it Freon. I think I probably could do it myself, maybe. I don't know. When you can put that stuff in by yourself, then that's what you need to do. Put it in by yourself. This man works at the store by my job. He is 94 and eats raw meat. Ooh. I've seen people do that too, but I'm still not going to do that. Sorry. I saw somebody eating raw meat and they were saying something about it's healthy. And I'm like, no. Just like I saw this man one time on this video, he was washing himself with urine and was saying that it was healthy for his skin. And I was like, okay, no, thank you. Who's my mom talking to? I hear her talking. No, I'm not gonna eat no bloody meat. And I mean that literally. Mom,
Yeah.
you letting bugs in here?
Huh?
You leaving the door open, you trying to let the bugs in here? A couple? A couple is drinking blood? Are they vampires or something? Those people that worship whatever they worship and eat raw meat? I mean, some people like that. I've seen on this some African tribe or something, they were eating raw meat. I forget which one. I don't want to say it and then I'm wrong.
Hey, Jacksonville,
But
if
I
you're
know it was
dealing
like
with
the
knee,
African tribe.
shoulder, back, or joint pain, or pain,
Hmm.
Well, I'm just saying. Just remember how that song, "Where the fans at?"
That's
Well, this
funny. Yep, you heard me pee. I saw it on a YouTube video. It was a while back. He used his pee to like wash himself with, and then his skin, of course, had this golden color, like he had been tanned with like suntan, like sunbathing. Yep. I can only imagine what
everything
he
coming
smelled
back
like.
on. This,
Then again, maybe he didn't smell like anything but pee. Didn't smell like a thing but pee. But I'm trying to figure that you saying it's a couple people that drink blood, or it's a couple as in a man and a wife, or man and woman, or whatever, husband and wife, or just a man and a woman. You mean a couple, or you mean a couple of people? Now, I've seen people that eat that stuff though, eat raw meat, just eating it like it's cooked. I hear thunder. Wife and husband drinks their urine, but I've heard um, that you can drink urine. I saw that on this like survival video. They were saying if you really ran out of water, and if you had to choose between like a body of water that you weren't sure of or drinking your own urine, that it would be safer to hydrate yourself with your own urine. And in my mind, I was like, no, I think I'll just be dehydrated. But let me stop saying that. I guess if push came to shove and you were really in desperation, and you're gonna do what you got to do to survive. But I definitely wouldn't not want to survive. You forgot the name of the show. Yeah, I forget the show that I saw, that or the channel or whatever. Well, I guess if you Google it, it'll probably come up. Man bathing himself with pee. Now my nose is trying to close up. I know it's crazy, but once again, to each their own, right? Just because I don't understand it, don't mean that it's whatever. It's not for me to understand other people's choices. Some people just have choices that are different than us. Right, 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 right. Oh, it's 6:06. I don't think I'm gonna make it to 7 o'clock at the rate I'm going. I'm so sleepy. Sleepy. At least it's finally cooling down. Mama turned that stove off because that heat was making it feel like a fireplace was on in here. I've never seen a wife and husband drinking their urine though. That one I don't think I've seen nowhere, anywhere. Hmm. Well, that's the single life. Gotta hold it. Hold me, baby. Actually, it helps my shoulder. There's a reason for it. Do you notice I have a pillow here? This pillow under my arm. It kind of keeps my shoulder in a certain position, and then this one kind of keeps my bone from like going like in the wrong way. So that's why there's a method to the madness. It's not all about trying to be, whatever. But It helps me to keep my shoulder okay. Because like I have that pillow behind me that keeps my body at a certain angle. Then I put this one right here to keep my shoulder from like dropping down, so to speak. It keeps that bone like right there so it doesn't start to hurt. Yeah. Even though it may look weird, but it's all about trying to keep my shoulder comfortable. Yeah. And I do it so much now that I don't even like think about it because it's like built in that I know I have to prop my shoulder up. And this just kind of keeps my arm from being in an awkward position. So when I rest it back on this pillow, then it keeps my arm from just doing something weird on my from my elbow down. What are you trying to worry about me? I don't have no husband to wrap my arms around. Anyway, let me end this live before this conversation goes left. I'm gonna I'm gonna be good today. I'm not gonna get into no big adventurous. I'm not gonna get into no big adventurous conversation because I'm sleepy. I'm gonna rest my mind up so I can get on the live Zoom at 6:55. Yeah. Home, 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 home. Anyways, like I said, before this conversation goes left, we're gonna make sure we end it on a positive note. Yeah, gotta do that. So until we meet again at 5:30 a.m., we will save it for another day. Sounds like a plan. Another time, another day. So until we meet again, I pray that you are okay and you will be okay and that you'll take care of yourself. And I hope this weather does not get out of control because you notice that they're already trying to name that storm out there by Mexico. And I haven't even checked in with the weather for today, so I don't know if they tried to name it or not, but the weather's already brewing. So let's stay positive and make sure we're not building up, preparing our hurricane supplies if you have not. It seems like the hurricane season has not ended. Our supplies are basically in place, but we do need to get some non perishables on deck because if the lights go out, that's definitely something that we all need to have on standby. I am very sleepy, and now I'm starting to feel like my nose is getting. Well, I get like that when I'm sleeping. But anyways, peace, love, and joy, and always remember that you are special, and I mean that in the sense of the fact that you are valued, you are cherished. So let me make sure that you're understanding what I'm saying when I say that you're special. If no one values you and cherishes you, I do on this channel. So until next time, be good to yourself. Until bye for now. Bye.